I wonder what they're like.
From our viewpoint, Professor, they're either suprahuman or subhuman.
Hello out there in the Twitchiverse. It is Saturday. Second Saturday.
Yeah.
We are here for our bonus stream for the month, and it is Magic Arena time, which is, the usual thing we do. But there's a new set, so we gotta stream the new set. Come on.
Bonus Magic.
Yeah, extra Magic, new set. This set is... The flavor of the set is awesome. It's a plane we've been to before, and I love how they've elected to handle the return to this particular plane. It's Kamigawa. So, very, very cool.
Super exciting.
Yeah, really cool, really fun. The flavor of the set's really fun. The limited can be absolutely painful or very rewarding depending on how things go. The tempo that you need in this format and the tempo you can lose in this format is real. Bounce is so powerful. The sagas can, and a lot of it's based on the fact that there's so many creatures that are sagas. So it's like a creature. Hi, Bill. Thanks for giving us a wave there. Since the sagas are creatures, and if you just bounce it, it's like, all right, I guess I'm not recasting a creature for 3 turns. So it's a really interesting format. There's a lot of cool tension. It can be. I was so mad drafting this because it's just like, I don't like getting beaten to the point where it looks like I've never played Magic before. And there were a couple games that just made me look real silly.
I'm so excited to see.
Yeah, it's fun. It is a fun draft. There's a lot of cool archetypes. There's a lot of cool synergies. It's really fun. But Jared, tell us about the code you can put in to get free packs. I hear free packs.
So if you go to store, you're already there. And then, much like Keanu Reeves in the late 1990s, you play Neo.
Oh, of course you play Neo. Let's see if... It does not matter if it's caps or not, everybody. So
I did the same thing. I was like, I'm just going to type it without caps, see what happens.
Couldn't be easier.
For some reason I got an extra pack of Crimson Vow, and I don't know why. But I have so many of those packs.
I have 1 pack remaining of Crimson Vow, but I've opened a ton. So I'll save one. We'll open that now because why not? What do we get? Uncommon wild card, the most useless wild card, and my first curse, but it's of hospitality. So I appreciate that. Hope we're being hospitable for everybody out there on a Saturday night. Happy to see everybody before Super Bowl Sunday, or as I like to call it, Puppy Bowl Sunday. They moved the Puppy Bowl. It's early now.
Well, I know for the past few years they've played... Like, they replay it.
Yeah.
They just play it twice.
Yep. So, if you want to watch early Puppy Bowl, enjoy early Puppy Bowl. Watch that in the afternoon when everybody's showing up with their delicious foods, and then watch the big game.
Yep. I'll be
rewatch
watching the first half, and then streaming during the second half.
You will. You will. You know them sports balls.
Yep. I'm super excited about the halftime show, actually.
Yeah?
It's stacked.
Yeah.
Like, Dre, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, and Kendrick Lamar.
That's pretty amazing. And I like that they're using a roster.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
Well, I mean, they've done that before. Like, there was one year it was like Beyonce, Coldplay, and Maroon 5.
Wow.
Was it Maroon 5, or was it somebody else? I think there was a third.
Maroon 5 definitely did one.
Yeah, but that may have just been them solo, but... Either way, they have been mixing it up pretty well.
The hippin' and the hoppin'.
But last year, The Weeknd did pretty well.
He did. I enjoyed that. We've had a pretty good run of halftime shows, I feel like. I don't think there was one that I was like, ugh.
Yeah, the Gaga a couple years ago was pretty good.
Yep.
So,
yeah,
absolutely.
Sure. So, Jared, if you had your druthers and we open this pack, what do you want to see? What are you hoping we get into? What is there an archetype you're hoping for? Is there a particular Magic card you want us to draft? What is your
Reality Chip?
Okay.
Give me Future Sight all day.
Yeah, that's a good card.
No, I from what I've seen in the limited I've watched of this set, I just Blue Black Ninjas. It's like how it used to be when Betrayers came out.
Yeah, it's if you can get on board with the ninjas, it can feel so disheartening because they can just rip you apart. It's like, oh my god! It's again an interesting tension in this set. It's really fun because you can slow things down if you have enough blockers and enough decent sized blockers. And there's some good butts in this format.
Yep.
They can kind of stall the ninjas out. So like that 1/1 blue flyer that taps something is super powerful. There's really impressive how much planning and how much intricate synergy there seems to be in the set. It's definitely a pauper format, meaning it's unlike Crimson Vow most recently where the bombs are really bomby. That's not so much the case. There are bombs, but they're not as prevalent as they need to be. So let's see. Mill 3 cards, create a spirit token, put a 1/1 counter on a creature, exile and return it. Then get a 1/1 whenever it attacks. Choose one, exile a creature card from a graveyard. When you do, create a spirit. Exile target non-creature card from a graveyard. When you do, put a 1/1 counter on target creatures. Pretty powerful.
Yeah, not bad.
Twin Shot Sniper is insane. I don't know
Very good.
if y'all are familiar with Flame Tongue Kavu, but this card is like that. So real busted. Nothing else that jumps out at me as too crazy. Lethal Exploited, very solid removal spell. The Tanuki's great, but not necessarily because it's a great card, but simply because it's a Tanuki. I think we probably want the Sniper. It's a nice cut on red. Not that there's a ton of green, but with the Cuff and the Tanuki, I feel like green might be. Like, ship this, let people go green, and we'll take red.
Yeah.
Because the Sniper is real solid. Happy to take that here. Oh boy. We got my favorite archetype card here. The Oni Cult Anvil.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to... I'm going to take that, and we'll see if we can get into Red-Black Sacrifice. I think it's better. I like the Reinforced Ronin. It's been pretty impressive. It's amazing that Zurgo Bellstriker got downgraded to uncommon to me. But, yeah. Oni Cult Anvil. This card's crazy. Whenever one or more artifacts you control leave the battlefield during your turn, create a 1/1 colorless construct. This ability only triggers one sheet's turn. Sacrifice an artifact, deals 1 damage to each opponent, you gain a life. So you can sack the constructs that you make, which is unusual for this type of card.
Yeah, and you get it right back.
Yep, it's really good. So your creatures get pseudo-vigilance if the board's empty, which is pretty cool. So I'm very excited about that. I see the Captain here. I see Twisted Embrace. Very good potential pickup for us. I do see the DJ, the Song Shaper, which is good because it is an artifact, and this deck does tend to want artifacts, obviously with the Oni Cult Anvil. It's early enough that I won't not take something like Twisted Embrace because this card is very, very good.
That's just a really good card, yeah.
Yeah, cool piece of art, cool card. Just removal's very good in this set. Just something that is hard to come by otherwise. It looks like white's fairly open, so we'll keep an eye on that as things develop. I'm not married to the Anvil. I'm not married to the Twin Shot Sniper either. We'll keep taking good cards and see what it does for us, but we'll keep trying to take black and red cards as long as we can. Here we go. Synthesizer is exactly the kind of card we want for this deck. This card does everything we want it to do. It's a cheap artifact. It lets us play more cards. It makes a token.
The card next to it, though, is pretty good, too.
The Debt? Or the...
Debt of the Kami.
It can be very good.
Debt of the Kami, yeah.
And the art's sweet.
But, no, I'm all about that synthesizer.
Oh, my God. If I could play 4 of these, I would.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Hope for that. The Mobilizer mech, pretty good. A little heavy on the crew cost, but, again, cool artwork. The Cavern is okay, or the Courtyard, rather, is okay, but you really need to be in a Creature-type matters type deck, which I'm fine with. I like the uncommon land being specific to an archetype, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's kind of like the one from Throne of Eldraine for the Knights.
Mm-hmm. This is probably the best shrine.
Yes, it is.
It's very, very good. Boseiju is a beating if you don't have some kind of removal. Like, this thing's just enormous. Like, and it's got reach. It's very good.
Yeah, I remember playing against what was that, Multani in Dominaria?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think we're on just egg number 2 over the Mechanaut. Mechanaut's good. I don't want to splash if I can help it. Though, I mean, like, maybe we could be blue-red artifacts and try to splash Oni Cold Anvil. I'm just going to take the Synthesizer. I know it makes the deck. I know it's very good. Trample Samurai. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I see the Bargain, which is pretty good. Kami plus Beseiju Tech. Master's Rebuke still in the pack. So it seems like not one color is like we're seeing every color represented, and it's not like any color has one particularly bad card in here, right? So it's hard to say what's being cut heavily. It seems like it's a pretty balanced table. I think we're just going to take the Samurai. Right now it doesn't do a whole lot for us, but if we pick up a couple incidental Samurais and or Warriors, this thing attacking is like a potential giant something trampler is real rough for the opponent. Ooh, now this is interesting. We have Lethal Exploit versus the Beetle.
Man.
Both are very good. I kind of want the Beetle.
Give me that Beetle. It's an artifact. It's a Beetle.
It is. It's doing it all.
And if we pick up any incidental ninjas in black, that's a hell of a card to try to bounce back.
Agreed. 100%. The exploit is decent, but I was a little underwhelmed with it when I played with it previously. So
Get the debt.
We got the debt, yeah. I like the debt here. Over the Colossus.
Yeah.
It's expensive. It is a very cool card. Love the artwork.
And it's so cheap to crew, though. But
very cheap to crew.
They definitely make up for that cost in the mana cost.
It's, yeah, 7 mana potential do nothing if you don't have a board is scary. But, I mean, if you don't have anything on turn 7, you're still playing the game. It's like, what's happened here? Nothing much. I see the Sentinel is okay. I'm willing to try it out because I haven't gotten to yet. I like it better, I think, than the Artificer, which isn't doing a ton. It helps us cast Sniper a little bit quicker. But it's like, all right. I like that it does use the colorless to activate an ability as well, because we can use that to synthesize. But I think we're fine with the Sentinel. 3/3 for 3 blocking is pretty good. It's cheap. We'll see if it ends up working out for us. See a Roadside Reliquary here. I don't think we have any. We have 1 enchantment so far. Could take that potentially. You're Already Dead is decent. The fact it draws a card is pretty good. Kindled Fury also decent. Let's try You're Already Dead. It's great flavor. Ooh, Song Shaper. That's a nice wheel for us.
That's a good wheel.
Yeah, I like that. I would have taken the Terrarium as well, but I will certainly take the Song Shaper here. We'll take Debt just to help solidify the fact that black is not open. Same with Pursuit. Pursuit's a possible playable, but I'd rather not. Wow, Kami that late. Kami's very good. Lethal Exploit, last pick.
Huh.
Wow. How about Oni Cult Anvil?
Oh my god, yes.
I do like the Smelter a lot as well, but I'm taking the second Anvil, and it's not close. We've been setting up so hard to make Anvil good.
Yeah.
A second one is exactly what we want. This Gloom Shrieker is also awesome. But, yeah, it's kind of Oni Cult Anvil not close. Got the blue March, which I think is probably the weakest March. The red one I was not overly impressed with either. I did get the white one, and that impressed me. Anything else? What are we hoping would wheel? I'd take an Explosive Entry. I'd take a Song Shaper. That's probably about all I really am interested in that could make the deck. But we're taking Anvil here because that is what's up. The story of Anvil. I see a Beetle. Let's get Salvage here. Return target creature or vehicle from your graveyard to the battlefield. Put 2/1 counters on that permanent if you control an artifact and an enchantment. It's a little much.
Yeah, but 5 mana for a Zombify is always
standard.
Yeah.
We're seeing it every set now.
Rise from the grave.
I think I'm just taking Beetle. Cheap artifacts. Yeah. We now have 2 Anvils. I think this Beetle's very good.
Yes. Frog is also pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
The extra mana to draw a card for what you're doing. But
yeah, I hope it wheels. Ronin maybe wheel out of that pack. I'd be happy with either of those. Ooh, Rabbit Battery.
Ooh, yes.
Over Synthesizer, I think, number 3. I think that first Rabbit Battery is a little bit more important.
Yeah.
It's very good. I watched, one of the streamers I watched drafted 3 of these in their deck, and oh my god. It's every creature coming down and getting +1/+1 in haste, or like up to +3/+3 in haste. Or just like battery on top of battery. Double Rabbit Battery, which does not make more Rabbit Batteries. I was sad to find out.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
That's a shame.
It is. But yeah, this card's sweet. Pretty happy with the deck we're drafting so far. There's the Red March, which we have enough cheap cards that might actually be pretty decent.
Could be, yeah.
I think it's probably better than the other cards in color. Debt, Shakedown. You're already dead, and Kindled Fury. Yeah, I'm probably just take the March here. I think it's fine. It's cheap. It's cheap, for sure. Like, we have so much... Like, look at this curve. It's super low.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm happy to take this here and keep... Again, test it out, right? That'll be 2 times I've played with it. Do you think we can splash this Brilliant Restoration?
I'm willing to try.
I think we just want the Synthesizer. As much as Hot Spring is quite awesome, we don't have a ton of ways to modify yet. And I don't know as though we want to go down that road for an off-color card. But Synthesizer, I think, will take over the Steelbreaker, which I do like the Steelbreaker, and I love the artwork on the Steelbreaker. I think the Synthesizer is real good, and we get paid off for taking these when later in the packs when we start to see the Synthesizers come up a little bit more.
Yeah.
I see Shattered States Era, which is okay. Aki Ronin is
we
all
have
right.
Multiple ways to sacrifice things.
Yeah.
Easily steal artifact creatures.
That's what I'm thinking. Is I don't think this card's very good unless you have the way to sacrifice things, and I think we're building towards that. So I'm pretty happy to take Shattered States Era here. Not the best card ever, but certainly for this late, I'm happy to get one. There's a Papercraft Decoy. Undercity Scrounger, though. Do we want this?
Maybe.
1/4 artifact that can make... Basically Sailor Means. Oh, that's tough. We might wheel the other Decoy. Yeah, I'm willing to take this. Again, help cement that black is not available. Late Kitsune in this one, though. 2/2 double strike.
Wow.
Yeah, I had 2 of those in the first deck I drafted this format. It's a beating. Ogre versus Ronin. Ogre looks really, really underwhelming to me. I don't know how good that single falter really is. 4/1's like pretty impressive, but we just don't have a lot to pump the butt. So it might be hard to get in. So we'll just take the Ronin here. We have a Samurai already we can pair that with. So I'm happy to do that. Song Shaper number 2 I don't think is too bad of a spot for us to be in. Again, cheap artifacts. That's exactly what we're looking for. Papercraft Decoy did in fact wheel.
Cool.
Happy about that. Let me reread the Puppet. Okay, yeah. Not really good for what we're doing, but a decent card. Late Hacker still in that pack. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Probably going to drop Sentinel for now. Is there anything else I'm not interested in if I can help it? Perhaps You're Already Dead is the next cut. Synthesizer?
There's the 4 you wanted to play.
Yeah, I said I would play 4 of those. They're going so late. Do I just want to grab this Exploit? I'm going to take the Exploit here. I think we're going to be able to get a 4th Synthesizer. We have a whole nother pack coming.
Yeah, we do.
I'll take this Kindle Fury just in case we feel like we need it. There's the Hot Spring. I'll take that too.
Always had to have the Hot Springs episode.
Network Terminal's not terrible, but I don't think we need it yet. We're not itching to play another color, but it's nice to have in case we open some like crazy bomb. How about splashing this quad white card?
Oh, no, what do you mean?
I see a Flame Discharge here.
That's just good value.
That's a very good Magic card here. Don't see a whole heck of a lot else for us either. Like I see a Brute Suit we could certainly play.
Brute Suit Riot.
Riot. Yeah, I think it's just going to be a Flame Discharge. Really nice removal spell. Cheap to cast for us. Ooh, Lizard Blades.
Yes, lizards.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. There's also an enormous Energy Blade.
Oh my god.
Renegade here it's okay. It's not exactly what we're looking for. It's a nice size butt. Definitely going to wheel something out of this pack.
Probably the synthesizer.
There's a Beetle, Okiba Reckoner Raid. Yeah, the Synthesizer, the Ember Keeper, the Song Shaper. Like, all of these cards I'm happy to put in the deck. But I want to try the Lizard Blades because you just don't get too many chances to play with rares. So I'd like to test them out for sure early in the format.
And Double Strike is a very powerful effect.
It really is.
Get a decent...
Simian Sling.
Give me that monkey equipment.
Yeah. I see a Centipede as well. I also see a Voltage Surge. All very good. These packs have been stacked. Pack 3's been bringing the heat. Walking Skyscraper. This art is awesome.
That Skyscraper is incredible.
It's such a cool piece of artwork. Like, when I first saw it, I was like, wow, this looks awesome. Like, man. David Auden Nash just crushing it with that piece of artwork. Pun intended, because it's a Skyscraper. So...
I understood that reference.
Rabbit Battery. Take that over the Gigantic Ninja. Though I wouldn't mind a Gigantic Ninja.
Yeah, 5/5 for 4. Pretty good.
Yeah. Hits hard. Especially because we're going to have so many little poopers. I like the combo there. But Rabbit Battery's bonkers. That's exactly what we want. Ooh. Lifelinking Artifact Ninja Rat.
Yeah.
Versus the Steelbear. I think it's all the creature types there. That's real good. Able to pick up some of our value creatures, like our 2 Virus Beetles and such, is just such a powerful piece of technology. And it's an artifact. All that plus an artifact. What else do we have here? Not much. The first pack just kind of fell flat for us, I think. We have the Song Shaper here. I see an Inkrise Infiltrator, which is decent. It's a decent early game, late game kind of play. It's a ninja. It's a ninja enabler. It's not too bad. I think I'm going to take it. I'm going to pop it in the board for now and see if we need it. But hopefully not. Oh, this pack is crazy. There's a sling and a battery. I'm taking the battery, but holy crap.
Yeah, that monkey could have easily come in. But
oh, yeah. Happy to have another monkey. We might get one on the wheel. We've seen it already.
Yeah.
They're coming this late. Oh, late Iron Apprentice here. Oh, my goodness. Love this art, too. This is a good piece of art. Feels like it looks like it's something you could pick up. Like, they did a really nice job with making it look like something that's actually there. This deck looks like it's either going to, like, destroy or get destroyed, maybe.
What? Nobody's in mono white? You gotta be kidding me.
What? There's nothing much here. We'll take this bargain, just in case. What? Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
I knew a lot of stuff was coming back, but man.
Yeah. Whew. I'm going to take the Virus Beetle over the Raid, which I think would be my second pick, followed by the Ember Keeper, because we are going to have a lot of modified creatures, so it's not exactly the best in our deck. There's a Centipede here for another piece of modification. And it's decent. 2/2 for 3. Whenever equipped creature attacks, plus is 2/+0 until end of turn. So it swings hard. Return to action's decent. It's a little pricey for this effect. Again, I like the artwork. Have you gotten to play this at all on Arena yet, Jared?
Not yet, no.
I'll show you a cool little thing they put in the interface if we play on that map.
Cool.
Really, blew me away. I usually don't buy into the flavory parts of the like maps and shit. This one I was like, oh, that's so cool.
Nice. Yeah, I'm super excited about tomorrow because I'll be streaming.
It's gonna be you're gonna have a blast with it. I'll show you a few things. And we didn't see a single Ninja Turtle, unfortunate, but hopefully you'll get a couple tomorrow. That card's a fucking beating too, by the way.
It feels like it would be, yeah.
Just being able to like smash, like here's the counter. Oops, your stuff's dead, and it's just like it's significant enough to block well. It's good. It's real good. It's not just like a cute piece of reference. It's actually like a good card. So let's take a look at this. We have to cut 7 cards. I think we can certainly cut a land. We have some 4s, but like if we move this ninjutsu creature over to 2, I won't move the channeler over to 2, but that leaves us with 4 and a 5. It's a little iffy, but I mean, this deck does do really well with an abundance of land. We did not get a late synthesizer in the third pack. Siege the Tank coming in.
Ooh.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. That is 18 months. It's a lot of support, my friend. A lot of support. Appreciate you. Yeah, what do we do? There's so much good synergy in this deck. I think we just cut anything. Maybe we cut the 2 samurais because they're just not doing much.
God, that's insane, but you're probably not wrong.
Like, casting target artifact card from our graveyard this turn is pretty good. But the Ronin doesn't pair well with what we're doing, nor does it pair super well. Like, I guess they do kind of synergize together, right? Because you could discard an artifact and then you get to cast it.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm full of shit because that synergy is pretty good. This is going to be a hard deck to cut down on. There's so much like good interaction and good synergy that we have, and that's exactly what these kind of decks are looking for, is good synergy. Like, I feel like we're in the position and we just got to kind of tell ourselves now that we're going to be cutting good cards.
Yes, we absolutely will.
There's no way we're getting around the fact we're going to be cutting good cards in this deck.
Or
we just play them all.
Yeah. See, that's why I'm not actually doing the streaming tonight.
And just go up 3 lands and just call it a deck.
But man, if I had that pile tomorrow, you better believe that's what happened.
The 50 card draft ends. What's happening?
It's just so good.
You know, I'm not going to advocate for it, but one benefit to it is you do get to see in a set like this, SamW coming in for 14 months with Twitch Prime. Appreciate
Even after
that.
I'm talking about these bad plays.
That's right. We got the support. Yeah. One thing you do get to see in a set like this, and this is one of the only times I'll say even like entertain this notion, is there are a lot of synergies, and they're not going to occur to all of us until we play. So if you play with a pile, you're going to go, oh, wow, these cards interact this way, and I would have never guessed that. So you could definitely set up some situations where you might surprise yourself. I'm not saying this is a good idea.
No.
But you may set up some situations where you are pleasantly surprised.
And that's what we explicitly say this, what
Yeah.
we're doing is to inform people like Pauper. Never listen to what we say.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta, yeah. I mean, try it, right? It's all about what you want to get back out of it. Arena's a tough one because the economy is kind of rough. It's hard to do like those for fun or for science kind of drafts and stuff. One thing I like about the stream is it kind of gives us a way to do that. We get some great people giving us support, helps us kind of be like, you know what, we can throw gems away every now and again to do some horse shit because, you know what I mean, we have the gem, you know what I mean, we make the money back. So that really helps us out a bunch to do that kind of nonsense. That's why sometimes if somebody really pushes hard in chat, it's like, all right, fine, we'll try it. But yeah, it's hard to do. So what is our ETB? So we have 3 good ETBs with the Beetle. Iron Apprentice is a good enough ETB, but not a great enter the battlefield. It's a nice cheapie, though. Moving the counter around helps for our modified stuff, which helps with our 2 copies of Lethal Exploit. That's a Kami, maybe a good cut here. Let's cut that. Let's cut Shattered States era, I think. I don't know if we have enough sacrifice to worry about
We
playing
probably
it.
don't.
Yeah, it's not quite. It's a little too clunky. That makes
And it
me
cuts down the curve, so I can now also recommend maybe we
cut a land. Yep, I agree. I think we want to cut Black Source.
There's a lot of early red that we want.
Yep,
Like,
that
give
seems
me one of
more
those
important.
rabbits turn 1.
Right, and we need to have the red for the reconfigure on that. So a red is in pretty high demand. So I think I agree with you on that. What else? So that helped a little bit. That made some headway. We started chunking a little bit of card out of this deck. We still got a lot more to go. Could maybe go down a Song Shaper. Let's see how many artifacts we have. 21. Good lord. Let's do some sorting. We did a good job picking up artifacts, Jared.
I trust us.
Undercity Scrounger may be a little clunky in what looks like a more aggressively slanted deck. That's the one thing about the Ronin that I keep looking back at is it's 1/3 stat. That stat line does not look like the rest of this deck. But then if we cut the Ronin, is it worth keeping in Heiko Yamazaki?
So that one is just recursion for our deck.
Right.
So that's good on its own.
I think so. So let's drop Ronin. Let's drop Scrounger. So it's 42. Puts us still at 16 creatures, so we're not shabby on creatures here. And Oni Cult makes creatures. It's the only one of our non-creature cards that does. So 2 more cuts to make. Fairly happy with, I keep going back to these double Song Shapers. Could let those go. Decoy's kind of suspect. Easy to cast. But we're not going to... we just cut a land, so it's looking less and less attractive. So let's drop the Decoy. Is there anything down here? Like we have... So I'm looking at Embrace only because it's double black pipped, but it is... So if we get rid of that, we have a Flame Discharge and 2 Lethal Exploits as removal. And a Sniper. No big removal, basically, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So is it worth the double black pips to have that piece of removal? Plus, obviously, if it's a creature, it gets +1/+1.
Probably.
That's a very tough call. It feels like that's the clunkiest card in the deck. I guess let's cut it, and if we feel like we're getting trashed because we don't have late game answers, we can come back and fiddle with it a little bit.
Yeah, I guess maybe our hope should just be to, beat them before they play a threat that we can't deal with our little removals.
Right. Like, we're hitting them pretty hard pretty quickly, and we're able to go around them with just the inevitability being built up by the Oni Cult Anvil. And also, remember, it does Draining Gain. So we can use that little bit of, Aristocrats technology towards the end of the game to win.
And we do have an X-Burn spell, so we can take out one big threat at least.
Yes. So I don't think we've dropped the ball too hard here. So not too big of a deal. So let's give it a go. This deck looks sweet. I'm definitely excited that we got 2 Oni Cult Anvil. My first goes with that, and I just love sacrificing things for value. So I'm way happy.
Absolutely.
Big thanks to everybody hanging out with us on a Saturday night. Happy to have some people hanging out. Let us know if you've gotten to play this yet, what you think of the format, for sure. If not, I'm going to open up Task Manager because my computer's running a little bit clunky. It just looks like Arena being a hog.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. Not a big deal. I just wanted to make sure there's nothing else that was looking dicey. We got a 1-drop into a 2-drop into a 2-drop. Looks pretty good. Certainly not worth getting rid of.
Nope.
Lead off on our 1-drop. Plenty of lands here now. And this deck can deal with a flood a little bit. I think do we just kill that? Or do we add to the board? It's a tough call. Right now they're stuck on a color. So we could just kill it and get in. I don't think. Let's just wait because we have such a strong 2-drop here.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and we'll play this first in case they want to block. They could be scared about not having another color, and that could incentivize them to want to trade if we didn't play down the Lizard Blades. So far, just green.
Which is kind of scary on its own.
Into double trainee is interesting.
I'm actually kind of worried.
It's a little worrisome. If you're not familiar with the old Bushido mechanic, Jukai Trainee has it. So they become 3/3s upon blocking. So I think we just swing the Apprentice. Although we could, the equipped creature just gets double strike. So we could equip, but then we lose the ability to do anything else. So I think we just want to probably put this Virus Beetle down.
So if we equip, we can then move the counter. We could have moved the counter over to the blade.
Right.
And then had an untapped 2/2 double striker. Which is a neat little thing.
Virus Beetle.
I like making them discard when they have 3 cards.
Yeah, I think this is a good time to hit them. They're obviously trying to power out cards, and we do now know that they are in fact playing another color. Do we want to attack or do we want to risk a ninja? Or do we want to block, excuse me, or risk a ninja? I think we want to block here, probably.
Yeah, just throw a beetle in front.
Yeah, I just don't want to risk a trick here. Or a ninja, more importantly.
Because if they have the turtle that we mentioned earlier, that's bad for us.
That could wreck us, yeah.
That's why it's a tech wrecker.
It is, in fact, wrecking our tech.
Fun fact for nobody but me, as far as Superliminal goes, Tech and Wrecker are two characters from the Bad Batch, which is the Star Wars show.
Nice.
Two of the clones from Clone Force 99 are called Tech and Wrecker.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
That's kind of funny.
Need some gas here. I think, yeah, this probably spells out a ninja. I'm going to not block and see what they do.
Yeah.
No, just taking 4. No ninja. No follow-up. Okay. I thought for sure we were going to see Unspeakable since we didn't see a ninja here. Let's go ahead and attack, see what they do. Looks like they're going to target the lizard blades with something. As long as okay, that seems fine to me. Sure.
It works as equipment.
Yeah. Do we want to exploit this keeper? Probably do in this case. Because I'd rather have the equipment. Spell Pierce doesn't do it here. We'll play down the Song Shaper here. Because, yeah, like you said, being able to... Now we have a 2/2 double striker that can come in. Might be a... Nope, no ninja here again. Looks like opponent's running low on cards in terms of action. Okay. No attacks. Let's move the lizard blades over. On the turn here, running heavy on flood right now is problematic on a 16 lander. I'm still not going to block. Generous Visitor. Okay, Oni Cult Anvil's a nice draw for us. And sacrifice an artifact. Shoot them down. Don't think we want to attack here. Not super worried about playing on a land. Our curve is so freaking low.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go ahead and block. Don't want to give up too much life. And the fact we get to just turn this into a 2/2 is quite nice here. Ooh, Virus Beetle.
That's pretty good here.
Okay, discard Forest makes sense. Oni Cult Anvil. What do we want to do with that? Probably just nom the Virus Beetle, I think. Replace it with a 1/1. Ooh, I gotta report that Bill W. did subscribe. Appreciate that, Bill. Thank you so much. Hope you're still watching. Don't know why it's not working.
Yeah, it's weird. Well, thank you, though.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Thank you muchly.
Okay. We'll block Generous Visitor if they attack. You top 5 cards of your library, remove a creature enchantment from among them, put it in your hand, put the rest on the bottom in a random order. Creature. Okay. Kami's quite good here. Mountain's a pretty bad draw for us.
Yeah.
Four, 3 otherwise. 4. I think we attack here. Okay, and sack the token. Equip the blades. Hey, alright. Glad you saw that, Bill. Or heard that. I didn't see it, but
I can see the words that you're saying.
I can give you an honorary one here if I go to alert box and test. There you go. There's your honorary one. So we got to block 4/4. We take 2, 4, 5.
Yep.
Yeah, this just
Unless
has reach, not trample. No problem. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let me see if it comes up in the alert box for Streamlabs as well. Come on there. I don't know why it's not tied in. That's weird. Okay, March of Restless Joy. Or Reckless Joy, excuse me. It's worth a shot. So we probably want to do this for like X equals 3. Maybe X equals 4, and then we have 4 mana. Let's do X equals 3. We'll see what we can do with this.
Cry.
This has lifelink. We can attack with the lizard blades if they don't block, which seems unlikely. But we can cast this. But yeah, lots of land. This is an absurd amount of land. So what do we want to do here? Guess we just, so if we end the turn, I think we're just dead no matter what, right?
Yeah.
I think we're just dead no matter what for the most part.
Kind of.
With their -3.
Could have sacrificed the anvil itself.
The anvil itself to make 3 creatures. We block 4, block at 4, block at 2, take 3, still dead. Yeah.
And now we have no. Yep.
Yeah, that flood there was pretty tremendous. That's 8 on board, 9 on board, and then 10, 11. With the cards in hand, 11 of 16, with 20 cards left in deck. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Go hand smoothing.
Yeah, seriously. Good old best of one.
You've gone too far.
Best of one Bill getting hand smooth. No offense, Bill. I think they also say best of one Bob as well. No offense, Bob.
What?
Opponent goes first. Again, good hand. 1 drop into... We got the Sling into the Beetle, Exploit, and an Egg for a little later on. Seems like a very solid hand. I'm pretty... Even with that Flood, though, I think we did pretty good. Like, that game was within reach. Like, imagine if we had some relevant spells there to go with that Ninja. Like, 2 little cheap cards. May actually been in that game somehow.
Yeah. So
I'm happy with the deck. The deck we built, I think, is quite good. Flood's just as bad as you'd expect with a deck this low on curve. But now we're seeing some eggs, so hopefully we can get some land out of the way at points we don't need it. Okay, got him with the Sling. I think we'll just play out the... Let's do Song Shaper, a little bit more aggressive play, and we'll let them run out some cards before we start beetling. Ooh, they got a pretty good one here, the Hover Bike. See if they can crew it up this turn. We do have a Lethal Exploit for the bike, so that's good news there. The Construct plays around our Virus Beetle pretty nicely. Didn't bother to crew the bike. Is interesting. Okay, noted. I'll probably just lead on Synthesizer, maybe try to leave up. So is this 2/2 flash flying? Whatever it is. Yeah, it's just 2/2 flash flying. So I don't mind swinging in the Song Shaper here. So we get to swing in 3/2 Song Shaper, see what they do. I don't know what they're doing now.
Yeah, that's weird.
Mm-hmm. What are you up to on the second main phase? What? Just roping for no good reason? Let's go ahead and egg. Should have waited to play a land there. But we have plenty of lands. I don't mind ditching a land here. Okay. What you got for me? Land? Perfect. That's exactly what I want. To not draw them. Let's go ahead and get
I waited to play the land, though.
Get in. Get in. Don't mind sending them both here.
Gonna play that land off the top.
I know. That's okay, as long as I'm not flooding out too bad. What? What? I'm going to try to exploit your bike.
Stupid bike.
I hate this bike. Blue-red. Get a chance to ninja me here. Oh, going for a 1/4. No attacks. A lot of respect from this opponent. Appreciate that.
Wait, how did they play? Oh, they did tap the island. Island didn't look tapped for a second. I was like, wait, how did they only play?
Lizard Blades.
My brain had trouble with that moment in time.
So we can reconfigure or reconfigure. I think probably put the Blades on the Song Shaper, attack with 3/2 first strike or 3/2 double strike.
I like that.
This is definitely like a skill-intensive mechanic. The reconfiguring and stuff.
Yes.
It's like knowing when to make a big creature versus when to have several smaller creatures is a real skill test for sure. Modern Age, good enchantment. See what they loot away here. Using up a lot of their mana for Modern Age here. So they can cast Reality Heist, but they can't. Okay. So 2 red up now. I think we're pretty safe we can start with an egg, then decide if we want a beetle/anvil. If there's a land off the egg, then we're really cooking with gas. Yeah, there's your land. Not the black source, though, so we can't double spell. I think just beetle. Yeah, beetle works here. Make them discard a card. 4/2. We can reconfigure the sling onto the shaper, and then attack. And that is for lethal. Sling doing its job. See what they discard here. Okay, they can keep our Song Shaper tapped, but then it's just we have a big beetle or we have a big sling. Doesn't really do a whole lot. Rabbit Battery was a hell of a draw.
Ooh, yeah, it's nice.
So let's Rabbit Battery. Let's move double strike. Attach. We'll put that on the Rabbit Battery. And then we'll sling. Attach. We'll put that on the beetle, which would just be a trade, but I'm fine with that. They'd still take 1 off the beetle and then 2 off the Rabbit Battery.
Yep.
It's a tough spot for the opponent. And then they don't know we have the Oni Cult Anvil to kind of clean up. Start by sacking Song Shaper, start sacking eggs, which I believe when they enter or leave, yeah, they get the extra card. There we go. So they have the flyer. But at this point, as long as they're not gaining life, I kind of don't care what they do. Okay, filling up the board with stuff. Yep, they can tap something. Right. So let's Oni Cult Anvil. Maybe we start with sacking a... Let's sack a synthesizer. Where do we want to go with the Shaper and then activate a synthesizer to make a token? Yeah, let's do that. Get a creature on the board. So if we move... Let's just think over the... There's so many options. This is a crazy game. Like, these are the reasons why I say it's a real skill test of a set. Yeah, so if we move Sling over to Rabbit Battery, it's a 2/2 with double strike. So if they were to gang block with everything, we could take out 2 1/1s and then another 1/1. So we chew through everything but the Vector Glider. We lose the Rabbit Battery. They take 1, go to 4. Then we can Oni Cult Anvil away the Song Shaper. They go to 3. Conversely, we can use the synthesizer to make a token. We can Anvil away the Song Shaper, not attack, but still have now more creatures on the board with a 2/2 base to then hook everything to next turn. I think I like that better. So let's go ahead and Anvil away the Song Shaper. There's so much going on in this format. And then we'll sack this. Fire Spiel, that's a shame. And then we can reconfigure the Rabbit Battery over. Attach this to a 2/2. Gives us 3/3 haste. We can attack, they can double block, and we could trade the Vector Glider, or they could chump. I think it's worth waiting.
Probably, yeah, because then we can just throw everything onto it if we so choose.
Octopus, good card. Not good when you're on the defensive, though. They may want to poke. They may want to poke to draw a card. That is the direction they want to go. That's fine with me. Okay. Let's start with an... Okay, I was going to say, I don't know what they're going to do, but let's start with an Oni Cult Anvil on our synthesizer and see what we can do.
Start with win the game.
Yeah, it's starting with putting our opponent at 3, for sure. Yeah. Man, what a skill-intensive series of decisions you have to make in this format. Whew.
Yeah, there's a lot of intricate plays.
Yeah.
Especially at the common and uncommon level.
Yep, exactly. And you nailed it. It's exactly why they call it a pauper format. Because it's like the rares are good, but none of them are like we saw with Crimson Vow, these huge bombs that just feel like my opponent played that card, there was nothing I could do. There are a couple of those. More at Mythic than at Rare. But there's so much going on where it's like you could go back and rewatch these games. Because it's like you guarantee you made a mistake somewhere along the line. This looks good. Synthesizer into Song Shaper, into Centipede, into Anvil for the late game. Feels like a pretty solid keep to me. I think do we want to run the synthesizer out on 1? Probably not.
No.
Don't just want to ditch a land.
No, it's worth making it our... Well,
we'll see.
Might be worth playing on turn 2 before we play anything else, but...
Another Song Shaper? Let's start getting Song Shapers down. I'm in.
Yeah, I like that too.
Next turn we can play Egg, see what we get, and then decide if we want a land plus Song Shaper, or how we want to maneuver across that. What do we get here? How many colors are you playing? Seen a lot of people playing a lot of colors. So let's put it on Saltai Poop. Okay, does Rabbit Battery change anything? It's another damage. So maybe we Rabbit Battery, Synthesizer, attack. Let's start with Synthesizer. We know we want to do this.
Yeah.
If there's a land here, that can really impact how we want to proceed. So I was going to say, the trickiest one is Swamp.
Yeah, I was going to say it's going to be a Swamp.
Yeah, I don't think we want that.
Nope.
I think we'll just play another Song Shaper. That makes Rabbit Battery next turn even better. Just, there's a lot of positive from playing a Song Shaper here. And we still get in that damage. Like, we just hit them for 4 on turn 3. I accept. I accept my own terms.
Yeah.
It's just funny because, like, this deck is hilarious because it's just like, man, these cards look terrible. Like, what card do I want to waste a card on here? The 2/2 for 2, or the 2/2 for 2, or the artifact that's sitting there doing nothing?
Yeah.
It's really impressive how this deck can make you feel silly because of the synergies, right? You're making an engine. No one particular part is better than the other, at least at the moment.
Iridius, hello.
Doridius, hey you guys.
Exile a frickin' song.
Love it.
Shaper.
Please do. Please do. Happy to have it. Happy to have it. I think we just want to be efficient, play the Centipede. Especially if that was their third turn play.
Yeah.
Doesn't get us to land, but there's nothing in this hand that does. We could conversely play Rabbit Battery and then ninjutsu this ambusher.
That's funny.
Yeah, let's do that.
Because then that makes us also attacking for 4 with the Song Shaper. Because it's an artifact.
Doridius coming in with the Prime for 26 months. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well.
Casual smack for 7.
Yeah, with some lifelink in there.
And we can play 2 more artifacts next turn.
That's right. Yeah, like, this is a pretty big beating. Opponent needs to do something. Opponent needs a play. And they have one. Preserver enters +1/+1 counter, so 4/4 because they're not channeling. So they have a 4/4. We drew a land, which is a fine draw for us. Centipede, do we want Rabbit Battery? Rabbit Battery, put it on the Ambusher. Play Oni Cult Anvil, attack. They have to trade with something.
Yeah.
Okay. We're equipping this to the Ambusher.
That is pretty accurate, Doridius. They took Kamigawa.
Remember Kamigawa?
A set from back when you were playing Magic still. And they updated it to 1,200 years in the future for the became cyberpunk.future.
Yep, with some of the old samurai like heritage still in it, which is really cool.
They animated the hell out of the set.
Yeah, so I told you, Jared, about the one thing on the map. Check this out. If I go over here past the lily pads to this brush here, and you click it, it glitches out like you're in a hologram.
It's like a holodeck, yeah.
Yeah, really cool. I geeked out a little bit about that. I was like, oh, that's so neat. I'm just debating here if I want to Oni Cult Anvil. I don't think I do because I already got my benefit from that. Yeah, really cool. Really cool flavor.
So smart. Yeah, this is also very Netrunner Jinteki vibes.
Oh, yeah.
This whole set.
I love it.
Yeah. Man.
Just couldn't have got, like, going back to Kamigawa was already exciting. Going back to Kamigawa in this fashion, even more exciting. I think we'll start with the Cult Anvil on the synthesizer.
Yeah, okay.
That'll let us get another card. So we'll see what we get. And that'll inform kind of how we want to play. Yeah, really cool. Okay, another mountain is fine. Okay, so do we want Centipede? So Centipede would allow us to reconfigure. We can reconfigure. So we could play this, reconfigure. We could play this, put the Rabbit Battery on it, attack with everything. They block 1/1. They go up to 7. Then they take 3. They take 4. Yeah, they can't. They have to trade. So Centipede. Is there a better way to reconfigure than what I'm thinking about? They need 2 for the terrarium and its sorcery speed. So what's single green that's stopping me?
Full control?
Full control is a possibility. Rabbit Battery. Yeah, let's...
It might just be bluffing. Although I don't know like anybody that actually plays on full control.
No. No, I'm not not super versed in the set yet. Like, I don't know every card, so I don't know what the single cost green instant is. But they're roping pretty hard over it. So coming in for a lot. 10 damage here. So they have to block. If they block 5, they go up to 7, and then take 5 down to 2. Here it is. Tamiyo's Safekeeping. Gives it hexproof, it looked like, and they gained 2 life.
And indestructible, yeah.
Indestructible, okay. Alright, so let's reconfigure the battery over to a 1/1. So we have a blocker for their 3/2, so they can't just swing for free. I mean, if they swing, that's great for us. With the Onicult Anvil and next to follow-up Virus Beetle here. They can put a counter on the Ambusher. But even put counter on go up to 8, it's fine with me. It's really dependent on what the follow-up is more than anything else. What we got here? +2/+1. Draw a card. Okay. They got a big one. Well, now we just can leave up. Going forward, we can leave. I'll not block. We're at 28. So now we can leave Onicult Anvil up if we need to. Block, sack.
Yep.
So we can kind of prevent that life gain going forward since all their eggs are in one basket. Okay, let's Virus Beetle.
Yeah, I'll forego getting the extra token.
Yeah.
To keep them from gaining 6 life.
So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is the most we can deal here. So it's probably not worth going down that road. So let's go ahead and go to combat. We'll just attack for 5 here. Just in case. We don't want to get owned by a removal spell. We'll attach it to our 2/2. Or do we just want to unattach it?
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, let's unattach.
Make it look like we accidentally clicked the wrong thing.
Yeah, I'm just going to play out my land. No secrets here. Secret. I got a secret. So if they don't know how the Onicult Anvil works, we catch them kind of with the onboard trick. If they know, they have to just sit back and respect it. Which means we still get to activate the Anvil.
Yep, because we still get the life gain, we just don't get the extra token.
Yep. So we still get to kind of hold them in the abyss a little bit. So as long as this isn't all creatures get -2/-2, we're in good shape. Inkrise Infiltrator is fine. This is not this is an enchantment, specifically an aura, so it can't move. So it's stuck down to the 6/4. No, they do not understand. They don't understand.
And now we'll watch them hover over the anvil.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they go for Crew 3, which they currently can't do. We have Red March. So we come in with everything. They block a 1/1. We can make an additional 2/2. I guess we march here. Probably for X = 2. Gives us 3 mana. Almost certainly can cast something off of that. Or 2 things.
Yeah, let's just cast everything out of our hand.
Lethal Exploit.
Ooh.
They have no cards in hand, nothing up, so let's just go ahead and exploit.
And let's just kill them?
Yeah, I like that plan. Boom, 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 boom.
Cool.
Yeah, very cool. I like that. Moving on up. Yeah, opponent did not understand that onboard trick. Which it is a higher level bit of magic. Yeah. Like, that's not something every newer player would know. Just imagine if damage still went on the stack, Jared.
Think about that a lot. Thinking about it right now.
Can we move the damage on the stack?
Because you brought
it up. I've thought about it a few times since this set came up because of Sakura Tri-Builder.
Yeah. Oh, that was always...
Remember what a blight that was, yeah. Iron Apprentice on 1. Looks like we have Anvil cleanly on turn 2. Then we can move into maybe Synthesizer on 3. Or Discharge if we need to. We can channel Twin Shot Sniper along the way if need be. Fairly robust hand here for us. Ooh, Kumano. Got that. Kumano. I'm thinking about Oni Cult Anvil. We can't get this token or this 1/1 counter on our critter, can we?
No, it'd be
too late, right? We sacrifice it. So we sacrifice an artifact, put that trigger on the stack. This dies, its dies trigger goes on the stack. This leaves the battlefield, goes on the stack. I think we can do it. Does that sound right to you?
We might be able to stack them.
Well,
you want to try it?
Yeah,
we'll try it.
We'll science it.
Yeah, I think we might be able to do both. Yeah, okay.
So, first on, last off, right?
Well, yeah, drag triggers to choose resolution order.
So we want this to resolve.
Anvil
resolve first. Yep.
Yes.
Nope.
Oh.
Last on, first off, I guess, still?
I guess so?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It seemed like it would work, though.
That was worded weird.
I concur with that. Kumano. Opponent with a lot of these Kumano. Don't control a modified creature as we cast this spell. So I think we just kill the apprentice off before they get a Kumano.
Yeah.
So let's do that. And we'll Anvil. The story of Anvil. Okay. And they get one of them Kumano. Enchantment creature, human shaman. Good for the opponent, they are not legendary.
Yep, that would be pretty good.
No blocks here. Okay. Lands pretty good. Let's start with a synthesizer.
Yeah.
See if we get a different land. We do.
Cool.
Don't think we want to synthesize. Don't think we want to shoot anything. We do have this if we need it. So maybe we attack the keeper, see if they want to block. We could then discharge. But I don't think it really matters. So let's just activate the anvil, sack this boy.
Yeah.
Get our trigger on. We know we get fourth land, so we have the sniper. So that'll be a pretty good 2/3 blocker on this board. Looks insane.
2/3 blocker that takes out a 3/2.
Exactly. Just super good here. So just gotta hope opponent doesn't wreck us too hard in the interim time. Oh, if you want to use a spell on my 1/1 token, by all means. Yeah, sounds good to me. You get me for 7. Ooh. Fine with this, yeah. Happy step in to take 7. Dominating. Missed that earlier, Doritos. Okay. Question is just becoming, what do we kill? I think we still want to kill 3/2, even though they can use the smelter.
Yeah.
We don't need them to get extra critters out of it. Oh, it's not another. It is, so they get their critter. All right. We can Oni Cult Anvil here, our synthesizer away. We just want that 1/1 token as well. We lose out on a mountain. Not a big deal.
Not a huge deal.
Could have order of operations a little bit cleaner than that, for sure.
It's still pretty new.
With haste. Okay, so the token has haste, so the 1/1 can trade with it if need be. So they can reconfigure the sling. They can smelter here at the beginning of combat, which it looks like they're interested in doing. We'll see what comes in here. We have another sling. Just 3/1. Happy to trade there.
Yep.
Okay, we got a couple rabbit batteries, a flame discharge, which I do think we want to use. So we don't have a modified creature.
Nah.
So let's look up modified again.
1/1 counter, enchanted by an enchantment that we control or an equipment.
Just any equipment, so I could play rabbit battery first?
Yeah, we could rabbit battery and reconfigure, and then we'd have a creature that you want to have.
Okay.
A modified creature.
We'll do that.
Also, as fun fact, it's any counter, so like the Ikoria counters also count. Or if your opponent puts a -1/-1 counter, that's considered modified. But a pacifism from an opponent wouldn't count.
Okay.
Weird.
It is weird. Do we sack a rabbit battery here? I think we probably do with another rabbit battery. Yeah, I'm fine with that. This kind of holds down the board pretty nicely. They can make Kumano bigger. Like, they could have 2 3/3 Kumanos, but we get to then just double block. They can have a 4/4 Kumano as well. Okay. I'll block a 2/2 Kumano, and I'll block a sling. That just all happens. Opponent really itching to get us low on life. Okay, you're already dead on the... That makes sense, but still not the worst for us. Alright, let's start with a synthesizer. See what we get. Okay, Virus Beetle, not bad. Let's Oni Cult the synthesizer. I know that's going to happen almost irrespective. So let's make sure we do that early. Early and often. Virus Beetle. Well, I think
Play a couple Virus Beetles.
Yeah, I think we're going to play 2 Virus Beetles.
Let's play Mind Rot.
Ravenous Rats. Love it. Oh, we got rid of a real card. And another real card. Okay. Not great cards, mind you, but still real cards.
In red-black matchup, I'm definitely thinking that they're basically real cards.
Agree with that. Okay, they draw Song Shaper. We draw Mountain. Let's play Rabbit Battery. I think we just anvil away a beetle. Equip battery.
Can we equip? Yeah.
I think we do. Just do it on the token. Here I'll hold my land. No reason to run that out there. Trade 2/2 for 2/2. Go down to 5. Okay, Synthesizer's a good draw. That's why we're taking this card so highly, right? Like, man, has this card been good for us. Let's Oni Cult it away. Ooh, interesting. Do we want the Centipede? I mean, the Heiko's really good. I think that's what we want.
Yeah, because then that can just start getting us super value, because they're not going to want to let us attack with that alone.
Right.
But we're about to. I mean, we can't utilize it, but that's kind of fine.
Yeah, I'll hold it back for blocks, I think.
Probably safer.
You can get him one with this Virus Beetle, though.
Boy. Man, that Virus Beetle was a samurai.
See what they got here. We have a lot in our graveyard to recast. Opponents really got to think careful about this. I'm going to chump block.
Oh, man. The fact that we can keep making samurais with the eggs and utilizing them to attack with the samurai alone to get back other eggs. Or the same egg.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy. God. There's so many things in this set that's just like, yup. Ooh. Attack alone with Beetle, Ninjutsu, then replay Beetle.
Milady, how are you? Kamigawa is a cruel and unforgiving set. It is a lot of fun, but it is an extreme skill test. Everything you do, every micro decision you make matters immensely in the game. So it is very good, but singularly frustrating so far.
Yeah.
What's your experience been with it so far? So we attack with Heiko. I don't think we ninjutsu, right?
Well, that's why I recommended attacking with the Beetle.
Just the beetle, huh?
And ninjutsuing if they don't block.
Okay, I'm in for it.
And then replaying the Beetle to get rid of whatever that last card is.
Yeah, because I think from their perspective, it's going to be like, all right, block with the sling. I'm just trying to Oni Cult Anvil this. Oh, did I not do it? No, I did it right. Okay.
Yep, you're good.
Yep. Ninjutsu, a little confusing.
Fun fact, a creature left the battlefield.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Oni Cult Anvil is a beast of a magic card. Do you have the removal spell? Okay, I'd rather it go there.
Yep.
I'll sack my artifact that's about to be destroyed. And then I'll replay a Virus Beetle. We can hold that. Is there any benefit to doing so? I don't believe so.
I doubt they have a 6-drop.
This disincentivizes them holding cards in their hand. And I don't think we need the creature. Yeah, I'll hold it. I don't have any... There's no benefit gained from throwing it out there.
Not a tremendous benefit, no.
Okay, so they can go sling on Kumano. I think at that point we're probably trading. Maybe not. The ability to attack here seems so good. To take 2 and chump block, yeah, okay. Makes sense. You feel that? Everything's very technical? Serving other players in... Yeah, I think that's a fair way to do it. It is very, very technical format.
Yeah, I'd say quick draft, or if you can afford the sealed.
Yeah, the sealed's
gems.
good too, yeah.
Just be like, all right, here's a pile of cards for me to go over. Build one deck, try it. If it doesn't work out, build another deck with that same pile of cards.
Yep. Looks good to me. That gets that monkey all far back. Thanks everybody who stuck in there with us for that joke.
I already left.
Oh, well, it's not. I don't blame you. Hold for now. Still got the virus beetle. Again, the virus beetle just means they have to play cards out, right? Like,
yep.
Can't just sit on it. I think that's more pressure.
They can't sit on a combat trick.
Right. I think we just go apprentice plus. Yeah. Well, this is pretty nice. We just go for that.
You got half the monkeys.
That's right.
Attack with everything.
I'll go in with just the 2/2 and the 1/1 here. Cool. Let's attach this to the 1/1. Cancel that. Let's Cult Anvil. Do we want to sack the Iron Apprentice yet? I think the answer is probably... Yeah, let's do that. Okay, and then we'll move this over here. Army of 2/2s. And we still hold the Virus Beetle. Yep, got him.
Oof.
Whew. Yeah, holy crap, the amount of decision trees that are in this format.
This deck name is Attrition.
Whew. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's definitely a lot going on. My goodness gracious. Big thanks to everybody who's hanging out with us on Saturday. Happy to see you here in chat. Let us know what you think of Kamigawa. Definitely want to hear from everybody. If you had any tough moments, I've definitely have punted a couple games, I'm certain. But it's all about learning. So don't take it too hard. Don't be me. I said it. Sam's giving me a critical look from off camera. She saw me get pretty flippant at the Magic the Gathering arena the other night.
You? No. You're always so calm and level-headed.
I am known for my calm and level-headedness, especially while playing Magic.
I was just like,
It got to the point where she said, I don't think you should play Magic unless you're streaming anymore. Oh boy, this is a toughie. We have Lethal Exploit, we're on the draw. Mountains outnumber Swamps a good deal.
oh.
But I feel like it's a mulligan because even if we draw Mountain, we're just going to play a Rabbit Battery. Like, if we draw Mountain as our very first draw, it feels great. If we draw any time after that, it feels worse and worse. So I think I'm going to mulligan.
I think it'll be our first draw.
You think it'll be our first draw?
Yeah. This isn't Sunday. It's Saturday. It's fine.
Oh, okay. We're fooling Arena because they're like, oh, those guys stream on Sunday. That's when we have the bad luck in place.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, my goodness. This is a hard one.
You want to test that theory now, don't you?
I do, but I'm not going to.
No! It's still going to be Mountain.
This is good. This is good if we just put back Mountain. We will not lead off on Synthesizer. We will lead off on that Simian Sling.
Yeah. Ooh, they also went mulliganed as well.
It's a fair game. Green-black can be a cruel mistress.
Yeah, it's not fair anymore. They're on green-black.
2/1 ninjutsu. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may discard a creature card. When you do, destroy target creature or planeswalker. Huh. It's an interesting
Or we could
card.
just put down a swamp and kill it.
We can certainly kill it. That's pretty tempting. And then just attack him for one. Let's offer a trade first. I'm willing to trade my sling.
Yeah. All right.
No problems here. Looks like they're interested. No. Do we just put down lizard blades? It blocks.
It does.
Let's add to the board. Or do we? Yeah, I don't think we want to. Maybe we virus beetle them after a mulligan. Feels pretty messed up.
Yeah, especially since we can do it again next turn.
Yeah, and it's like, all right, I'll trade you for the 2/1, and we'll get a card out of your hand. So it's like mulliganing. Feels pretty vicious.
I might get a land here.
Mountain for first and second draw called Doridius. Sorry, Doridius, I didn't want to prove it out. We got a real card out of their hand, Kami of Restless Shadows. Okay, Bearer of Memory. Do we want to synthesize? If we can, I'm going to synthesize here, and the reason is because we have Iron Apprentice.
Yeah, we can still have a play even if we get non-landed here.
Yep. And we did. That's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. We have good blocks now. We still have good plays ahead of us. 3/2, put a 1/1 counter on target enchantment creature against trample. I think I'm willing to double block this. What you got? I still got half my Iron Apprentice to go onto the Simian Sling. I mean, happy to do this here. If they want to take a turn off to use a trick, I'm fine with that. If they were just hoping to maybe just let me, like, oh, I'll get in 3 to maybe put down a ninja that's pretty good. This stops them from doing so.
Yeah.
It feels like the first format in a long time you actually want to be blocking.
Oh, yeah. This is a block first, ask questions later format.
We're going to lethally exploit our critter, and that's okay. Alright, Mountain it is. I think we will go ahead and Virus Beetle them. Yeah, real cards. Jukai Preserver. Will they make the 3/2? They will. And they have to discard a creature card, so we'll take 3 from this hit.
It's actually not that scary of a creature.
Not now.
All told.
No. Centipede's a good draw. Do we want to... We can discharge to kill the 3/2. We can attack with the Beetle, see if they attack with the Preserver or block with the Preserver. Don't think I want to go down that road. I think maybe we just play the Centipede here. We'll be efficient. Swinging them both.
Interesting.
Throw a Chumpy in front of 3/3. Do they want to discard a creature card? They do not. Grave
They want to play a creature card.
That's a good draw. Okay, into land. Okay. So we can Flame Discharge for 2. We can Lizard Blades. Well, I think we just want to configure the Lizard Blades. So that way we have the Centipede. We can come in for 4 double strike, but they can crack back for 8. So it's a race that we're losing. So we won't attack here.
Yeah.
We can easily eat the Silencer. Gravelighter can attack here. Preserver can attack. We can see what their follow-up is and then figure out how we want to use this Flame Discharge. We now have a modified creature on the battlefield. Yep, and they attack with both. I will not block. Ooh. Okay, so let's Flame Discharge the Gravelighter. So we just need to do it for 0. We'll do it for 1, just to be sure. And then we can play like that, please. Rabbit Battery. And reconfigure the Rabbit Battery. No attacks. So we have 3/3 double strike against a board full of not stuff. They do not have the ability to draw. Okay. So let's synthesize. See what we hit. Okay, nothing really good here. We can attack them. They can block. So if they gang block, that's kind of real bad for them. They can chump block. And then we can move the Centipede, in theory, over. And we have a lot of blockers. Yeah, let's go ahead and attack. It's a 5/3 double strike.
Should probably just take it, yeah.
That's saying they're electing to take
It's a
10.
hell of a hit, but
Okay, let's reconfigure. This gives us the most blockers. Not that I want to block if I don't have to, but
yeah.
this gives us the most blockers. Because they do have lethal. They're swinging in 6. So if I go no blocks. I'm tempted to no blocks this. I could just block with the 2/2. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. We'll just preserve 3. So it still leaves us with a creature. So we're not losing anything here. They get the rabbit battery, I think, with the... Oh, they get the... Yeah, they get to use the... That's not bad.
Get rid of that last card.
Mm-hmm. So this is all 3 virus beetles, I think, for this poor opponent. Oh, wow. Yeah, got him pretty good there.
Oof.
We do have to reconfigure this. If we go here, we can attack, but I don't think we're in the attack mode, so we'll just suit up. We've both drawn very well. We should both be drawing nothing but land at this point, and we've both drawn pretty well. It looks like opponent drew something good, too, because they're going through their graveyard.
Oh, God, why? It's not fair.
No, it's crazy, right? Like, opponent has drawn only 5 land. We've drawn 5 land, which is crazy. And we've all drawn extra cards. 3/2, 2/2. Can't do that. So we have to go on a 3 here and lose a little bit of value. Go to 1. Well. They may have a follow-up. Don't think we're going to win this one. Green-black I've had a lot of trouble against. But again, can't say we haven't drawn exceptionally well. Here's where we draw land, though. No doubt. Opponent really in the tank on this graveyard. They get to rabbit battery. Here's the land. Nope, rabbit battery.
Get him.
Yeah. It's so fast. Good game. Just couldn't quite get there. The only thing I think we could have done different was when we were talking about playing the virus beetle. The second virus beetle we maybe could have. But again, that's only a hindsight decision. That's not necessarily a misplay or anything like that. So it's just, where do you go? But again, there's so much decision making in this format. It's hard to say what's right, what's wrong. I mean, don't use hindsight, right? When you're going back to think about games, don't use hindsight.
I mean, you don't really have much choice, but don't put, don't use that for future decisions.
Right, exactly. This is going to be another mulligan. This one's an easy mulligan, though.
Yeah.
Because even if we draw a mountain, it's like we have rabbit battery, we could go into lizard blades. It's pretty good, but it's not amazing. We have nothing to really, we're just on 1 spell a turn. Hoping to get there. Much better hand. Keep 6, put back probably a Song Shaper. I mean, this hand is set up to play the long game with double anvil, but getting 1 artifact, 2 critters is pretty good. Probably just going to go into anvils unless the opponent pressures us. Okay. We'll start with a Song Shaper. We'll take our hit for 2, and we'll start off on Oni Cult Anvil. Probably Synthesize first. And again, the awkward one is Swamp. We have Circuit Mender. Okay, so yeah, I think we'll Synthesize. Yeah, I think we'll Synthesize. Again, Swamp being the one awkward hit that we have in the deck. Okay. Not really much we can do about all that, so we'll Oni Cult Anvil. We'll hold for the minute. Again, I don't think we necessarily want to block, but I don't want to attack into that Circuit Mender either. But maybe I should, because then I'm just taking 2 otherwise. But I think we can catch up, as long as the opponent doesn't go too crazy here. Discard 2 cards. Yeah, sure. Get rid of Discharge and Sling. Yeah. Okay, Virus Beetle. Let's start with... No, cancel that. I want to play the Anvil out. Then I want to Anvil. Hoping to hit a swamp this time.
Hopefully.
Nope, Rabbit Battery, though, is pretty good.
I'm okay with the rabbit.
Yeah, but they put in a lower life total than we are.
That is the inevitable goal.
Okay, they're going to commune with spirits. Which notably cannot put a spirit in your hand.
Yeah, they really messed that one up.
I did. In the tank here on the spirits. Makes sense looking at a lot of cards. It means they don't have an easy decision here. There might be a good enchantment versus maybe trying to make a land drop decision they're going to make. Ooh, looks like they went for the good enchantment. The Preserver. Man, everybody playing that card or what? Is this an uncommon? No, it's a common. Okay. Like, damn, everybody on that card. Opponent not interested in our shenanigans. Okay, let's play out Virus Beetle. We're going to hit a spell. I have a feeling. Yep. Just thinking about how if and how we want to attack. I think... So this is 4. They're hoping for another mana here. They can block 2/3 on this. That doesn't do anything if we configure the Rabbit Battery on it. We'll attach here. See what they do. Looks like they're just itching to... I mean, they might want to just toss the Circuit Mender to draw a card. If they do, they can just double block. Yeah, cool trading here. We just flood the board with a ton of critters. I'll end the turn. They did not draw a land. I don't think we need to Oni Cult here. I think just the board full of stuff is pretty good. Rabbit Battery. Then we'll make a big token. Just go at them. It's a lot of damage. Rather pressure them now. Yeah, they're interested in drawing a card for sure. Don't blame them.
Absolutely.
We'll only call Anvil our token that has the rabbits on it. Okay. It's a lot of critters, opponent. They got their 4th mana. Preserver itself's not going to do it. They block and 1/1. Virus Beetle. Yep. That should be the game.
Double Anvil's just mean, and I love it.
That is super mean. Got him.
Oof.
Yeah. Double Anvil is completely broken. Like, holy crap. Like, how do you deal with all those little critters? I mean, there's the -2/-2 to everything. I was really hoping they didn't play that. We got a little lucky there, but yeah, just showcasing what that can. I mean, opponent did get land screwed. I'm not going to say, like, we stunned it on him, but we did get to show off kind of what 2 anvils can do. This hand's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Been on the draw a lot lately. Wouldn't mind being on the play here. I must say, I do like the new gain life tap lands. Like that art a lot. The new art.
Yeah, they're real nice looking.
Oh, I got plenty of swamps to discard. Don't you worry. Two can play this game. Hope your hand's better than mine.
Yeah. A weird thing to say, but makes sense here.
Yeah. Wish you got, opponent. Wow, really? Hand must be decent. They're really in the tank. I'm snap blocking this beetle.
Yeah.
That's a snap block from me. I'm not getting ninja'd. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, their hand must be real good.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, their hand's real good.
Uh-oh.
Hands real good. Hands real good. Real good. Okay, how do we go about dealing with this? Maybe just anvil. It's a start. Virus Beetle doesn't do a ton here with 3 cards in hand. I mean, they took so long and tanked so long over that discard. I guess Virus Beetle's pretty decent here. It's like, you got ninjas in your hand? They got sagas in their hand, that's for sure.
Oh my god.
Let's see what we can do here. Whenever you activate a ninjutsu ability, look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them in your hand and the bottom of your library in any order. This ability on each creature card in your hand has ninjutsu 4. They do not have 4 notably. Do I care about this? I think yes. You can eat my Virus Beetle. So what's next? Okay. Okay. Word 2 on this. So that means we can either Song Shaper plus Anvil, or we can Sniper and Sniper the Beetle. Probably just want a double spell here. +2/+1 and Ward. So that'd come in as a 3/5 in that point. This could also be a bit of a problem creature. So that we, yeah, +2/+, that's not that big of a deal with the Song Shaper out. So I guess Song Shaper plus Anvil's fine. They did not spell Pierce, good news. We'll Anvil here and just turn the Beetle into a 1/1. Man, Beetle's good in this deck. So they do get to get in no matter what here. I will block the Beetle and the Familiar and take Umezawa's ninjutsu if need be. Okay, Octopus is fine. No attacks. It's good news for us. So now we get to take out Octopus. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll Anvil. Do we want to attack? They could trade the Familiar with the Song Shaper. if they just take 4, they get to Kraken again. We're in a similar situation. I think that's a fine place to be. Like, they have to trade Familiar here if they want it. It could go in Mizawa. That'd be very surprising. But Familiar seems like the block if they're going to make it. Yep, and they do. But here we get to just trade off 1/1s and block the 2/4 with the Sniper.
Yeah.
Okay, they have their 4th land. Important to note with Umezawa here.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where gotta get rid of that soon.
Yeah, I'd love to. Can't yet. Each modified. Sling here. Can reconfigure to the Sniper attack. Then we don't have enough mana to exploit, so we gotta hold that back. So we'll just keep doing what we were doing. Just hold for now. Got plenty of blockers, no ninjutsu nonsense here. We have Lethal Exploit back now, plus the March if we want it. Which is actually kind of a nice spot to be with both of these here. We can March if we want to at the end of their turn. It'd just be for 2, but that's not the worst. We'll see how they choose to proceed.
Is March until the end of our next turn?
Until the end of your next turn, yeah.
Ah, okay, it's a little bit better than I thought it was.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and March for 2. See if they're holding a counterspell or something. They only have 3 cards in hand. There's not really... There's like Spell Pierce. Okay, that's not a bad set of hits.
Yeah, every time we drew it, we were using it to just play stuff on that turn, so I never thought about it being until your next turn.
Could Lethal... Let's just take out the Beetle. It's a say. I mean, we could try to telegraph, like... Exploit into Exploit on Umezawa, but I think just taking out the Beetle here is fine. Looks like they're trying to do something. Assassin's Ink. That seems like it's fine. Okay. No attacks here and hold. Can always throw 2 tokens in front of Umezawa and lethally exploit it as well. Ambush or just hard cast. That I might exploit here. We'll see. I guess we hold for now. I don't want to walk into Spell Pierce. It is a card that's available in the format. We'll leave with a Virus Beetle. Seems like a solid plan to me. What's the last card in your hand? Big Ninja.
Boof.
Okay.
What's your special power? Big.
Big.
It's amazing that he got that special power without being a green creature, though.
I agree. Cancel. That's a little telegraphy, but... Maybe they just think we're bad at Magic. Who knows?
I think about that me sometimes. I think about that me. Me also not sentence much. Norky talk, man.
Still not going to risk the big beetle attack yet. I know they have nothing. So now we can Rabbit Battery. We can Singer. We can Rabbit Battery. So now we can kill Umezawa. But does that matter? We can certainly Anvil. Guess we hold for the second. Okay, opponent drawing pretty poorly, I will say. Goodbye, Umezawa. Attach that to, we'll go 1-1. No, let's go to 2-2. We can Rabbit Battery. Attach. And then Simian Sling. Attach. Gives us a good blocker. Anvil. No need to play out a land here. Okay. Doing Kamigawa things.
Very much Kamigawa things.
Red source is nice here. Rabbit Battery, reconfigure. Okay. Anvil. Sorry for the bad TV, everybody watching, but you do kind of have to go through this dance, so we don't want them to crack back at us.
That's agreed.
It's just good magic. It's bad TV, but good magic.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. It's nice for us to do that in the reverse order every once in a while.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, they can get back a ninja or a rogue directly to their hand, which I think Umezawa is probably one of those. Ninja.
Be weird if he wasn't.
Is there anything else they're interested in? No. I think they want it directly to their hand because I think they want to play it now to maximize blockers. Yep.
That rabbit does need a holy hand grenade.
Hyper Hippo, how you doing this evening? Thanks for dropping by. Let's start with Synthesizer here. Okay, we can play out Mountain, certainly. We can Anvil the Synthesizer. Mountain's kind of useless for us, but that's okay. We will reconfigure. Reconfigure. And reconfigure. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Attach. I think that's still fine. Yep. Willing to trade. Two for one here. Looks like they're happy to dole it out. Yep, sounds good. They gain a little bit of life here. That's okay. We clear 2 creatures off the board and make a giant assemblage of creatures. They gain a life. And a reasonable... Ooh.
Oh boy.
We get to see this actually work now.
with actual mana to play stuff too. What?
I know.
Oh, well, if they had any cards in hand, we could just sacrifice the beetle and then attack and then play the beetle.
Let's swing with everything.
Well, then we're not going to get the attack trigger. But that's okay, too.
That's true. But I'm okay with this, considering the amount of damage we're about to deal. That was block 4, take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go to 3, I believe. Yeah, go to 3. Then Oni Cult Anvil, make a blocker for Umezawa, equip it up so it's untenable attacks. And yeah. Pretty crazy. Edgar's Awakening. Alright, let's see if we can get this mini-boss. This deck is sweet. Even if it doesn't get the mini-boss, this deck is sweet. Format is really difficult for anybody out there who hasn't gotten a chance to play it yet. It is definitely a skill tester. Ooh, Moth Rider Patrol. I think we'll probably lead on Song Shapers, my guess. Ooh, opponent with a really nice start here. Oni Cult Anvil's a nice draw for us. I'm going to lead on the Song Shaper, as I said. No reason to deviate from that course yet. Probably next turn will be Virus. If they go land play of some kind, we'll probably Virus Beetle here, I think. Could it be, I was going to say, could it be no land, nothing? Ooh, that's good. Spirit Companion, very good. Okay, so do we want to... The first question is, do we want a synthesizer? I think the answer is probably not. But then what do we do? I think we probably do synthesizer in this case. See what we can do here. Okay, that won't do much for us. We'll go ahead and Virus Beetle. We'll attack. I'm going to trade for their Exemplar. I'm cool with that. I'm thinking about it. So we can just trade off Companion for Beetle if we want to. Looks like now they're interested in taking it. Now they're interested in blocking it. Center holds it. Holds it.
Interested in a lot of things here.
Yeah.
They're like, wait. Turn black. They might have a ninja, but we're tapped out. So maybe we should just take it.
I will discard a card. Will probably be Synthesizer number 2. Maybe it's just Discharge. Let's get rid of Discharge. Scare the crap out of them. Like, what is in their hand?
Scaring the crap out of me.
No land. Okay, Swamp's a good one. So I think we need to hold on to Iron Apprentice because we're going to need to discard it. So we will Oni Cult Anvil. Happy to trade here. Put it back to thinking about it. They're like, what does all this do?
New set. There's going to be a lot of that.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we play out Iron Press and just sack it. Let's do that. It's way better than discarding it. Holds down the ground. They get in a Moth Rider Patrol hit again. No, they do not. We're just going to Sniper, I do believe, the Moth Rider. They're just gonna tap our 2/2. Yeah, that's fine. Unexpected, but fine. Do we want to anvil? I think the answer is yes. If we hit a land, great. If we don't hit a land, fine. Land,
it's
great.
a good motto.
Yeah, I'd much rather hit a land and not lose a card, but we do have to find an answer for this. So we do have 5 cards in our graveyard currently. Or is it creature? Creature cards. So we have 3 currently. Exile all artifacts.
Ah.
Well, opponent's got good rare.
Yeah, they do. At least we take out their last card.
Yeah, we're going to need a hell of a draw from here. Okay, that was a good hit. Really attack with the Spirited Companion, huh? I mean, I guess I trade. I mean, it makes the Animus bigger, but if all their eggs are just in the Animus basket, it gives me a shot, but I doubt it. We'll see. Synthesizer. Okay, Rabbit Battery's good. Not great, but good. We'll use it. Rabbit Battery, not a great hit for us. No reason to attack here with the Rabbit Battery, and we can make a 3/3. We'll take the hit here for 4. We're getting to the point where we can cobble together a block for this Animus. Very slowly.
Yes.
Still very interested in tapping stuff. Sure. Yeah, I'm not going to block with Rabbit Battery. What can we draw here? Because we did discard our Flame Discharge. I mean, we still have some decent hits. Exile all artifacts. Seriously? What does this do? Or at least it does other stuff.
Yeah, it's a choice of artifacts, creatures, enchantments, or
Vigi, right?
graveyards.
Yeah.
And it's 1 or more. So it's just like, I'd like to get rid of literally everything. Well, maybe not literally, but quite a lot.
Oh, it's got Menace. Of course it does. Yeah, so we didn't manage to cobble together blocks for that. So I don't see us winning with opponents holding 3 cards in there. Wow. That was a pretty lame end. I mean, opponent did that was what was that, like a 6-for-1 against us? I mean, in limited, you're not coming back from that. I feel like we might have had a chance had we come up with another creature in the few lands we drew to at least make another bad exchange for us, but woof, could not have gotten paired against a worse opponent.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah, brutal. Oh well, we got to do a cool stream. Got to do a cool deck for the stream. I'm not going to complain too much.
Not at all.
We'll fill out the mastery tree. Let's see what's on the mastery tree. We have the Katana in white, it looks like. In blue, we have the Familiar. In black, hey, thanks. Thanks, milady. Appreciate it. And I will get back to you in the Whisper I sent you shortly. Centipede in black. Red's the Sling, so red the Forerunner there. So, yeah, we're doing red. Give me that. Want that. Confirm that pick. So let's open some packs because we got some subs this evening, and we appreciate it greatly. We had Sam. We had Bill. We had... Who else did we have pop in there? Siege the Tank, Doridius.
Yep.
My goodness, a whole collection of people. We really appreciate that support. We thank everybody for hanging out watching us. Hyper Hippo, happy to see your name pop up there. Milady, of course, appreciate you being here with us. We had a ton of fun getting to play this set. I did much better than I did the last time I played it, so I'm happy about that. So let me run through and open some packs for these fine people. We're going to open 10 packs because everybody was so kind. So thank you, everybody, for your support. It got us a bunch of cool stuff.
Ooh.
We got the Abandoned Mire here. We got a rare wild card. Bunch of cool stuff. None of it's playable in Pauper, but I like it.
Heck yeah.
You as well, milady. Thanks so much for hanging out, and I will definitely hit you back up for sure. So that will do it for the evening for us. So I will do the song. Jared, if you find anybody who is who's worth rating, feel free to get us over when the song is done. If you want to hang out for a minute, everybody, we'll rate somebody else who's streaming on a Saturday night who could use a couple views. That would be awesome. So we'll do the song. Again, this goes out to all of our subscribers. We appreciate it greatly, and for some reason we like to punish you with the following song. And if I threw a party, invited Siege the Tank, Sam W0525, Bill W1013, Doridius, and I feel like I missed one. Siege the Tank, Sam W, Bill W, Doridius. No, that's all of them. Yep. You would see the biggest gift would be from me. I can only count 2, 3. Thank you for being a friend.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, who are we rating?
I didn't find anybody.
Okay, well, we're just going to call it a night. No big deal.
Yeah,
we appreciate everybody hanging out. We will see you all tomorrow night. Jared's going to attempt to wreck some tech, so come back for that.
Bye.
Bye.